fashion illustrations. So what you'll need is your 2D sketches, fine lined and scanned in. You're going to open them up here. The first thing I'm going to do is check to see if I have any gaps or things that I need to fix. So Command++ will zoom in, or Command- will zoom out. And I'm just going to join up these little gaps that I've got here. So if I press B for brush, you'll see this little icon over on the side will pop up. And I'm actually after the pencil tool. So selecting the pencil tool here, I'm coming over to my drawing. Now, if you have a lot of different layers, what you will need to do is flatten them. So I'm just going to come up to the top right-hand corner here and flatten my image. So if I scroll down, it says flatten image. You can also use some of the shortcuts here like Command-Shift-E. All right, so I've selected my brush. I'm going to make it smaller by using the square brackets. So that will change the size. You can also change the size up the top here, the size of your pencil that you are using. Just make sure that you are drawing with black and white here. So if you select the arrows, it'll toggle between black or white. I want to be drawing with black. Just going to draw in here and join up. That is a little bit thick, so Control Z, join up some of these gaps, making sure that there's no little gaps that are going to bleed in my image. Now you can do a similar thing. If you press the letter X, it'll toggle onto white, and you can then come in and erase any lines that you do not like the look of. That's an option if there is some just cleaning up of the image that you want to do. So once you have filled any gaps and erased the things that you don't want, we're going to press G for paint bucket. So this icon here should pop up, and we're going to drop some different colors into the picture. Now I want specific colors that I have gotten from my research. So I'm going to open up my research file. I'm going to copy it. So Command-Shift-4, I'm going to do a screenshot of the colors that I really wanted to work with and place that onto this document as a layer. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller and then press enter. Okay, so if you press the letter V, you can kind of move that around, and let's say we're wanting to copy some of these images, zooming in. I for the eyedropper tool, that will take the color that is in the image and you'll be able to paint bucket it into your pictures. So let's say I really was wanting to work with this green. Select that, you can see it appearing up in the right hand corner. G for paint bucket, make sure you're on the correct layer. So I'm drawing on my background layer, and then you can start dropping in the colors that you're after. Now, if you have gaps like up here, it will bleed into your background. So again, B for brush, I'm just going to quickly draw that in. You could do it in black or in the green will be sufficient in this case. So here are the colors that you're working with. You come back here, you might want to work with another tone. So I, G, and in a very quick manner, you can begin to see the colors filling in far quicker than if you were coloring this in by hand. So let's say we were happy with that. We liked the look of it. We're going to then come in with the burning and dodging tool to create a bit of 3D illusion. So if you press the letter O, this tool over here is the burning tool. So as you can see, it will darken different areas. So anywhere where you think a shadow may fall, we're going to come and we're going to just gently darken those areas. So that could be where creases are on the garment, underneath where shadows are falling, so underneath arms, maybe where pockets are. The more layers you do, the darker it will get. And then the opposite is true of dodging. So if you hold down this icon, dodge, will add highlight. So if you think about where the sun may fall, highlights on your garment. Maybe a little bit on the shoulder there. Okay, and there you have it. You can go through and do your whole garment. That is a simple way of creating shadows and illusion for a 3D fashion illustration. The more you do it, the better. You can get something like this. As you can see here, I've added in more shadows throughout my document. You can then go as far as adding in textures and even a drop shadow on the whole document too.